Look at that, boys. Just a couple of ex-teammates hanging out. You know what I mean? Don't worry about it.
He brought up when he was playing, didn't he?
Yeah.
Brought up straight away, didn't you?
Hey, look,
A couple of ex-teammates.
yeah, a couple of soccer
I was thinking, where have they played?
Yeah. But look, guys, you know, it was wonderful to sit down with Micah and really get a vibe of you know, Man United right now. It seems so relaxed and everything like that. But I guess there is one thing that might be, Jimmy, hampering United, and that might be their transfer plans with the kind of, I guess, potential targets not knowing who the manager's going to be. Do you think that'll be a problem for them?
It's only not going to be a problem if whoever is running the club at the moment, the directors of footballs with the CEOs and the owners, they make the decision what kind of identity they want to be. You know, what kind of football they are going to want to see week in, week out. And they will have the final decision which players are coming. And whatever manager comes in is going to have to work with the players we are choosing to bring in. Now, that might limit you what kind of manager you're going to be able to get, but that's the position that they are in at the moment. Or they have to wait until they have identified that manager, but then they are behind in the transfer market.
I mean, you see as well, I mean, not just the players that are potentially coming in as well, the players that are there. You know, Ahmad came out and said how much of a great effect, you know, Michael has had on that side. Do you think having that players backing, do you think, David, that could affect the club's decision, or do you think regardless that it's theirs at the end of the day?
I think Man United have got sort of fundamental sort of elements of the football club. You see the sort of new owners come in, they sort of, you know, when they were stopping certain monies going to sort of feeding the sort of staff elements of the football club, and it caused a bit of a disharmony with Man United. Man United are the leading sort of light, the biggest club in the world, biggest club in the Premier League, and the sort of fundamentals of the football club sort of have to be right. And then when you're sort of deciding on players and what comes in, that's a sort of follow the same track. They've got to buy and bring in the right personalities that fit the sort of Man United way of playing. I think Carrick has sort of gone in and he's sort of stabilised the sort of, whatever you call it, a sinking ship, but it was certainly a wobbly one, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, it wasn't a great position.
Like Pirates of the Caribbean, wasn't it?
It was.
Just need Johnny Depp to come in and be all right.
Yeah,
but it was slightly, and they need to sort of stabilise it. Woodgate, a good friend of mine. Yeah. God bless him. Look here. He's still here.
Have you
I don't know why I say God bless. I don't know.
Yeah, he's okay.
And at the football club, and they've gone in and sort of revitalised it, and you can see the energy from sort of Man United and the players that they bring in. They've got to bring in the right players.
Yeah, I mean, not just the players that they're bringing in as well, the players that are staying. Harry Maguire's signed a new one-year deal as well. Jimmy, you work with Harry for England. I mean, what are some of his qualities?
I think it's a great signing for the club. I think we all know his character. He's a team player. He's a man. He will lead. He needs the right people around him. But is a danger in both boxes. You know, is really good.
He actually said that this week. He said he feels like he's one of the most influential players in both boxes in world football. Would you agree with that?
Well, I don't know in world football, but I do know that he's incredible, strong, attacking, and as a defensive unit, you can put him with corners in the middle, and not having a man and attacking everything, and he will do that bravely. You know, so he does defend his box really well. And as I said, he's a leader, you know. He's somebody that will take the team on their shoulders and go, you know. He does need the right people around him to be able to play the Man United way. You cannot just leave him 1v1s with a lot of space behind you. But everything else, yeah, great signing, really good for the club. I like him. He's real. You know what you're going to get with him. So, yeah, good to see.
I think as well, there was a lot of conversation about his spot in the England team as well. David, were you happy to see him back in that big squad that we saw Thomas Tuchel bring?
Yeah, I think part of the big squad. He's got a great personality, hasn't it? He's been through so much. What he's been through at Man United, being booed, and England being booed from the fans.
Yeah.
And
His arc has been unbelievable.
Captaincy taken off him.
Yeah, but he's kept on going.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like how he's gone through that.
Yeah, and that sort of strength that he's got as a professional, and he certainly is a professional. He's good around the building, good around with the lads. I think he's a good personality. Yeah. He's come out, and the confidence that he's got. He's just named himself one of the best. He's one of the best centre halves in the world. In the box and the other box. I'm like, go on, Maguire. Let's have it. But that confidence, and that's what you need at Man United. You need that confidence. You need, whether it's, people say arrogance or something, but you need that confidence to be able to go out on Old Trafford's pitch and perform. You know, you're under so much pressure. You're on the biggest clubs in the world. I mean, it was a bit like your goal back in the day. What about the bullet?
Oh.
Yes, I had to bring it up. It's a perfect link. Wallop. Let's bring that up now.
Let's forget.
Come on, Jimmy.
Let's forget about the bullet. But
I'll get it at the end of the show.
Don't worry about that.
Those kind of players are like Harry, are a little bit going out of the football at the moment.
Out of the fashion, you mean?
He likes heading the ball in both boxes. Yeah. He likes to go and attack the ball. We don't see them kind of players that much anymore, you know? So maybe he's right that he's saying, I'm the most dominant in both boxes. Maybe he's right. Because we don't see that many of them anymore, you know? And he definitely does that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, as always, on Premier League Friday, we want you to... They'll have had a 24-day break between their last game away at Bournemouth and Monday's clash against Leeds. So, Michael Carrick has brought his squad to Dublin for an intensive training camp ahead of their final 7 games of the season. There's plenty on the line for the United boss, not least Champions League qualification and trying to get the job beyond the end of the season. Michael, thank you so much for inviting us out here to Dublin. Very unique scenario, this one, I have to admit, because I never thought I would be saying that I would interview a teammate of my own, because it was nearly a year ago that you and I were sat next to each other in the dressing room.
Teammate as well, you were, by the way.
I was getting everyone's minds in it for Soccer Aid. Yeah. 4 days out in Dublin. Why did you want to come here?
Mixed reasons, to be honest. I think we've had a little bit of time between games, and it's a little bit unique, really, you know, 24 days between Premier League games. I think that's just kind of the record. Yeah. So,
did you ever have that as a player yourself? Did you ever have that amount of gap?
Not. We probably had an extended time, but I think it doesn't feel as long as that because of the internationals and the boys going away anyway and playing games, and so it's not like you're totally shutting down for that amount of time. You know, the boys have been quite busy, so. It's kind of getting everyone back together.
One of the players that will be leaving in the summer is Casemiro. You know, a player of, you know, supreme football intelligence. You know, he's been there, he's done it all. On a replacement for Casemiro, at the club, would you ever be tempted to like pick his brain to say, you know, who do you think could fill this role?
No, listen, players and teams evolve all the time, you know, and there's always players that leave football clubs and some are bigger and more important than others, but Cassie's been fantastic since I came, and got a lot of respect for him and how he's gone about that, how he's dealt with the whole situation, and obviously the career that he's had. And but he's been great since I've came here, and seems to be really enjoying himself. And I think the clarity has helped everything really to make the most of kind of what's left, and that's fine. That's how it is. I wouldn't say necessarily to replacing players. You know, like, I think over the years we've lost some huge players at this football club, and sometimes you maybe go down a different route. Sometimes it's similar. Everyone's got to bring their own personality, their own character, their own demeanour to the game. You know, so. Listen, there's obviously there's discussions. It's no secret that, you know, in terms of what we'll need going into next season. But I speak to Casemiro a lot. I like the way he thinks, the way he speaks, the way he acts. So I've lent on him quite a bit. On
the manager's job, is that something that you would personally prefer to sort out as soon as possible, or are you just happy to keep doing what you're doing, and, you know, what will be at the end of the season?
I understand the situation, you know. I understand where we were at when we kind of came back in January, and what the plan was for the rest of the season, and then what the possibilities are in the summer. So I don't think that's changed at this point. Things will get sorted when they'll get sorted, you know. And for me, it's just about trying to do the best job that we can. And certainly plan for the future and for the good of the football club and for the good of the players and the squad, you know. And to be fair to them, I'm not coming to get through to the end of the season and then deal with what's next. I think it's important that we make a plan and follow that through for the squad to get stronger. And well, if that's I'm part of it, then I'm part of it. If it's not for whatever reason, then that's the situation that I kind of walked into.
Literally just walking past you right there, Bruno Fernandes. How deserving?
Surprised you can hear him still as well.
Yeah. How deserving is Bruno of those shouts of Player of the Year for this season?
Yeah, I think hugely. I think he's the impact that he's had on the group for quite a period of time now is really impressive in different ways, and he's always there. He always puts himself forward, and his attitude and his approach to the game, and he understands what it means to play here and the role that he plays in that. And then to put the level of performance consistently, not just this season, but for a long period of time. But this season especially, I think he's had a big impact. He's done great since I came back as well. And so I think he's got to be right up there, as deserving as anyone for that kind of award.
A former teammate, Wayne Rooney, he'll go back and he'll talk about that 08 team and say, oh no, this team was the best. This was it. Do you think Bruno could get into that side?
No, that's what I mean. I think it's just so difficult to say. I don't think it's fair to anyone, to be honest, just to be labelled that. It's not even fair to Bruno to be. It is what it is. I think talking about evolving earlier with Casemiro and things evolve and change over time, and timing's one thing, and players, different styles sometimes comes and goes. I think Bruno's just showed that he's a top player, and he's produced for so long, and that was a pretty good team, I have to say, though.
He might just make it in.
Yeah.
We'll see. Michael, thank you so much, man.
Nice one.
Good luck for the
Good
game.
to see you, mate.
Thank you very much.